All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to our morning note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Happy Friday, everybody. It is June 4th, 2021. Let's talk market, shall we? Bottom right-hand corner of your screen, click on that little logo, little icon or logo. Click that, turn on notifications, like our videos, subscribe to our channel. Really do appreciate it as always. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Dow Futures are up 98 points. NASDAQ is up 73, S&P up 17, and the Russell's up 11. So NASDAQ is bouncing from yesterday's fall. Yesterday, I think it fell, 1% or so. Excuse me, the dollar index is down 0.35%. We talked about the dollar yesterday on the aftermarket recap. Keep in mind, again, that's something I'm focusing on, is the dollar. It's nice to see that it's down. Obviously, I didn't want it to keep going up because it would affect tech stocks. The VIX is down 6.87%. Again, remember that 20 level was a really big level for us. That's when we started flushing down. We're at 1680, so until that 20 level hits, I think we're going to be fine. But looking at the S&P here, you can see in the S&P futures pretty much for the week, pretty much just flatline, not much going on. Crude oil futures, again, I still have XLE up nearly 1%. Gold is up 0.84%, nice bounce. Silver up 1.41%. Again, gold and silver are up due to the dollar being down. Crude oil don't care. Bitcoin and Ethereum are down thanks a lot Elon Musk, yesterday's tweet. I went ahead and posted that on Instagram. He was showing, like kind of a breakup thing with Bitcoin. I don't know what that means. Who knows what the hell that means? But crypto is not liking it because Bitcoin is now at 36,854, Ethereum at 2640, Doge is at 36 cents. They're now on Coinbase Pro. Ripple is at 95 cents. Cardano 168.81. Looking at Bitcoin again, I'm just looking at the chart here. Look how high we got up to here. Right around 39.5 on Bitcoin. Again, that 40 level is very, very key, but the real level to get out of the funk, to get out of this fall or this channel is 44,000. That's the level you want. And again, you could see a downward trend to the downside. We broke out of that downward wedge. Again, right now all we're doing is trying to get above the 200-day moving average, which is right around 41,000. A psychologically satisfying number would be 40, but you really need 41,545. To me, 44,000 would get us out of here. I think we get it. I still think the worst is over in Bitcoin. Apparently this weekend in Miami Beach, there's some kind of Bitcoin conference. I'm going to be in Miami with the wife. She's visiting her best friend for her best friend's birthday. So again, I'm not going to go to that conference or anything, but I am going to be in Miami just to hang out with the wife and her friends and family. So kind of a coincidence, but no, I will not be at the Bitcoin conference or anything like that. Let's go ahead and take a look at some pre-market movers. We did have non-farm payroll today, so let me give you that number as well. Non-farm payroll report, the number, let's see, non-farm payroll report, if I can find it. Okay, 559,000 jobs added. The estimate was 674,000. The previous number was 278,000. So again, almost pretty close to doubling that number. Average hourly wages up 0.5%. The expected was 0.2%. That's good to see. Another thing here is that the unemployment rate is now at 5.8%. The forecast was 5.9%. So some positives. And you can see that the futures market is reacting accordingly. So that's where we are. A couple of names that are moving pre-market. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. AMC is down about 4% pre-market. BlackBerry's up about 0.25 point. Again, these are the memes names. Ford Motor Company still chugging along, 2.81% pre-market. You can see, again, those are automakers. GM and Ford are starting to get traction, while Tesla's tagging that, getting those headlines with recalls and the China market telling them they're not telling them, but they're actually lowering sales in China. But again, we won't know until we get the actual numbers for the auto sales. I believe we'll get that next week. Apple's green, Microsoft's green, Boeing's green. Salesforce is green. A lot of green in the tech names today, especially in the Dow. Let's take a look here on the S&P. Tesla is actually up 1.6% after yesterday's flush. Wells Fargo is up 1.38%. Bank of America slightly up. So some of the banks are getting some love from a strong payroll report. Let's take a look at that here on the S&P map. Again, this is pre-market. You can see basically everything is green except for like consumer defensive, which is kind of mixed. But you can see tech is leading the way. Energy is still gaining. We'll take a look at XLE together. Excuse me. You could see also the banks. Again, I still have some JPM calls. They expired today. Let's see what we get out of them. What I've noticed with the financials, especially JPM, is that it spikes first thing in the morning. So again, if you get that spike first thing and you still have that trade, I would probably take it, see where you are. Don't try to go for the home run. If you don't see 40% or 50% or what have you, that's okay. Maybe see if you can get make a 20 or 10%er because it does expire today. Now watch it go soar if after I say that. But again, I'll keep in touch with the members and see where we are. Looking at AMC, AMC is just really hugging the 50-day moving average on the hourly. I don't know what the hell's going to happen with that. We'll see. It's a flip of a coin mostly, but that's where we are. Let's take a look at XLE together. Again, breaking out. You could see 55.89 was the wick high. That was an aftermarket print, but you could see 55.70 now. On the XLE trade, remember I put that up on Instagram, on Twitter for you guys. I still have those calls. I have the 56.50s for June 18th. If it's at 40 or 50% today, more than likely it will. With crude oil being up, I'll probably just take it and be happy with it. Nice little gain there. So that's where we are today. Again, you can see a lot of the names that are moving up today with a decent payroll. I can't even say it was strong, but it didn't beat. So expectations were not met. But again, hourly wages are up. Unemployment rate is down. So again, looks like we're starting to get some traction. The dollar is weaker, so that's boosting up equities. So let's see what we get. Next week is a full week. There is no day off next week. This past Monday was Memorial Day. All right, let's go ahead and answer some questions. Good morning. Are you focusing on financials or tech stocks today? I will be focusing on tech. I still like energy, of course. Financials. Again, I still have my JPM call. Let's see where we are on that one. Thinking of starting a Google position. What would be the good entry point? If you're starting a position, you really like it, don't worry about the price on your initial. Just get in. That's what I always tell Investment Club. But if you're looking to add on a dip, that's where you want to start having your target. But if you really want to get into a stock, just buy it today. You don't have to go all in, but buy whatever you need to start your initial position. When initial position comes, the recommendation is just to get in and get what you need. Thoughts on Workhorse short squeeze? Yeah, I was reading that earlier. The Workhorse short squeeze, you can see it got as high as 1833. Workhorse isn't a bad trade, but again, you need to see if there's any volume. Maybe a break of 1544 would be nice. Maybe if you start getting a pile into these meme names, again, Workhorse could be something in focus. Thoughts on Docu? Yeah, Docu had a smash quarter. They did very well. You could see that nice move to the upside. I think DocuSign is a great company. Again, I don't know how it is with earnings. We could see 208. There is some overhead resistance with the 100-day and the 200-day cross right on the daily. So a break of that would be nice. Then I could target 250. But until then, I probably wouldn't touch it today. Good morning. Do you think Apple will finally move up and bounce off that 200-day? Do you see any good call setup? Apple has just been sideways action like Amazon. And this is the first time since the year 2000 that Apple and Amazon are both below the 200-day moving average on the daily, which is something to really consider. Now, granted, is that some kind of death knell? Is that saying that the world's ending? No. But again, technically speaking, that is very rare. Apple and Amazon, if I bring up both charts together, it's just sideways action. See, Amazon's doing a little worse, but again, you could see this channel and like nothing going on. I had a channel between 139 and 114 on Apple. We're right below the 200-day. Apple is my largest position. Amazon's one of my core holdings. Again, below 114 on Apple, I'd be a buyer and buy some more. But again, I think Apple has a little, of course, upside. The question is with big cap tech is that I do believe that big cap tech is not getting the love yet, but we will get the love later. Q3 is my target where mega cap tech starts catching up fire. Keep in mind, mega cap tech was leading the way during the pandemic, obviously with all the remote stuff and the cloud stuff. Again, in that lockdown environment, mega cap tech has the perfect environment for earnings. What was lagging during the pandemic? Hotels, leisure, travel, industrials, crude oil, energy, financials were kind of sideways, right? What's leading the way since then? Those names, the recovery names. Mega cap tech is being sold in order to buy those names in order to generate alpha. Keep in mind, these hedge funds have to generate alpha, meaning any gain above the S&P for the year, and they're not going to get that with an Apple or an Amazon. Now, if you're more like a portfolio manager, like a Warren Buffett, He doesn't care. He has Apple. He's fine. You're getting dividend. You're getting growth. Apple is barely doing much. Amazon's barely doing much. But Q3 is when I really think we're gonna start picking up now. As the only thing I would say that's gonna hold up the weight is energy. I think financials are fine. I think financials are good for a dividend. I wouldn't expect any more upside, explosive upside like we've been seeing. Good for a trade, but to invest more into financials, I don't like it at all-time highs right now. Anyways, I think we're starting to get to the point that it's going to be a little heavy. Maybe take some profits ahead of Q3. Q3 is only in July, August, September. So we're what, a month away from Q3, and then we're gonna have earnings again. So I really am bullish on mega cap tech on Q3 and Q4. Q4 seasonally is the best time for equities. Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook, what have you, are going to be the beneficiary of this. So again, you could see the S&P is still near all-time highs even without mega cap participating. That tells me a lot about this bull market. A lot of people say, Carlos, you're always bullish. I'm telling you what I see. I'm still bullish. We're seeing unemployment go down. We're seeing wages go up. The dollar is not reflecting any kind of inflation because it was actually up. You can't have inflation with a dollar up. Am I correct? Fine. And if the dollar was absolutely up, then gold and silver, your hedges, would be at all-time highs. They're not. So financially speaking, macroeconomic speaking, we're getting to the point where we're starting to find that sweet spot where equities are going to start moving with macroeconomics, and the Fed is going to have to pull out the brake, pull out the gas a little bit and start tapering, meaning no more bond buying. If they're doing the no more bond buying without raising rates, that's okay. I think the market can survive. If the market doesn't, that's a real red flag, because that would tell you that the market cannot function without any kind of government assistance. Not good. But again, I think that we'll taper back, the Fed will taper back by next year, any kind of bond buying. The market will digest it. I don't think we're ready for rate hikes as of yet. I think that'll be around 2023. But in the meantime, the intermediate time, let's say the next 52 weeks, which is 2021 June till 2022 June, I think we go higher. I think we're fine. I think mega cap starts picking up speed. Again, you can see the growth names, the Blinks, the AMCs, remember the growthy names, the DraftKings, those guys, they're getting some love too. Now remember, in January and February, they topped out. But again, mega cap has been slowly, quietly kind of treading water. And again, to me, mega cap tech is still that safe trade. That's the one that has the most cash. They're the better businesses. They're the ones that don't need a lot of overhead. Think about it. They're the ones that are to beat long term. If you're an investor and you see a nice dip, that's the one you want to buy. I know it was a lot. Sorry. Good morning. Why don't you think markets reacted well if NFP didn't beat expectations? Again, expectations are just expectations. But if you look at the actual number, it almost doubled last month's number. That's still solid. Did you beat the expectations? No, but again, it's still a solid win. So again, the markets are reacting to employment being better. So at least that. Let's see. Just got some breaking news here. G.A.R Capital no longer owns debt or equity in AMC Entertainment, for what that's worth. I don't think that makes a difference. Currently, if you're an AMC shareholder, I'm not, or a stockholder, I'm not. I mean, a call holder, I'm not. Expected NFP last month for April was 1 million, still a long way to go recovery. And again, that is telling me something. Again, you just said it right. Long way to go to recovery. So we're not even at the top yet, and we're what? Maybe 20 points from all-time highs? So imagine if we had a full recovery. What would that tell you? I'm still saying 4,400 S&P by August 31st. I've been saying it. Last year, I said S&P 4,000 by this August. I was a little too early, if anything. I was a little too conservative. Again, we're still a long way from recovery, but where's the markets telling you? Again, we had every excuse to go down, but 42.38 currently, 42.09 currently, 42.38 is the all-time high. What does that tell you? We're 30 points away. We're on the higher end of the range. Somewhat unrelated, but I hope this is okay. You mentioned retirement in the aftermarket video 2 days ago. What age do you have to retire? I don't believe that retiring should be done by an age. I think it's really done by how you feel. I mean, I think there's a lot of individuals that are on the older side that still can produce and still do very well. I like what I do every day. I love doing this stuff. So again, retirement has always been in my head. I think one thing I wish I should be doing more, the wife always tells me, is take more vacation time. But I really enjoy this. So again, retiring, we'll see. I can't really tell you exactly the day. If I had to pick a time in my head, I would say possibly 15 years, 10 years away. I know I'm only 35. So again, what do you do if you don't work, right? At the end of the day, you can only go fishing so many times, you can only do so many things. So I mean, this gets me up in the morning, so I really enjoy it. But I mean, everyone's different. I think most people have the age of 65 in their head, and that's okay. I think at 65 is fine if you want to do so. If you want to do it earlier, even better. So I mean, I don't think you need to be officially retired to live like you're retired, or you have that freedom to do what you want. That's kind of my 2 cents on it. Lululemon, yeah, Lululemon had a great earning report, did very well, but you can see that the stock is not really reacting. It is an apparel company. I like Lululemon. I sold it. I made some profit. I have Nike as my apparel company. I love Nike. I think Lulu is a great company. I think you buy it if you want to own it. Looks fine. You can rock with it. When is Powell's next meeting? I don't have the date on Powell's next meeting, but he spoke this morning regarding climate change. Go figure. You're welcome on the insight. Thoughts on crypto going into the weekend? Again, we have this Bitcoin seminar thing going on in Miami. I'm not going to it. It's in Miami Beach. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter talk about it. All that I'm going to the, you're going to the, not me, but I'm saying them, they're going to this Bitcoin seminar or conference, which is totally cool. I mean, I'm all for it. If you guys want to go, cool, go for it. Enjoy yourself. I think that could be a slight little catalyst to get a little bump since people may be interested in buying some more. But at the end of the day, the Elon Musk headlines, we've seen it before, we'll see it again. It's not doing much in terms of hurting Bitcoin, other than the short term. We went from high 39.5 to 36.7. So what, $3,000 move? That's right around 1%, 10%. So is it the worst thing in the world? No. But again, at the end of the day, this weekend, do I say that we're going to get a bump? I think so. I think we're still tapping on that door for 40,000, and we're getting closer and closer. So we're basically back to the base of 36. Really, your next support on the hourly is 34. More likely, we may tap 34. But in my opinion, I think we get to 40 this weekend. I think we'll get a nice little bounce with that, this conference thing going on over there. Thoughts on Tilray today? Tilray, let's see it. Tilray is up pre-market. Looking at the daily, definitely has a lot more to go if you're trying to recapture highs at 67. Let's see here. I would say a break of 22. That would be nice, but until then, I wouldn't touch it. Especially, unless you're going for tomorrow's expiry. That's really that next week expiry. I wouldn't do it for today. So I'll just be careful out there. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. I will catch you guys on Monday for the morning note. Thanks so much for joining me. No aftermarket recap today. It is a Friday, so you guys enjoy, and we'll catch you on Monday, first thing in the morning. Happy Friday, June 4th, 2021. G.A.R Capital FX.com is the website. If you're interested in joining us, thanks again for your time. Have a great rest of your weekend. Stay safe. I'll catch you guys later.